The Pittsburgh Steelers are in free fall. They have now lost 3 games in a row, and their whole season is crashing right before our very eyes here. On Monday Night Football, the Cincinnati Bengals defeat the Steelers convincingly, 27-17. It wasn't even like this was a big time, it was a close game. No, they from beginning to end beat down the Steelers in this game, and that is stunning. That is stunning that a Bengals team that is already bad, that is with their backup quarterback Ryan Finley, gave the Bengals the win in this game. I don't know how the heck this happened. Well, first of all, let me get to this stat, and this is impressive. This is the second time in NFL history that 2 14-point underdogs won in the same week. The other time it happened, 2009, the Buccaneers beat the Saints and the Vikings beat the Eagles. They were both 14.5-point underdogs. It happens here again tonight. The Jets, 17.5-point underdogs against the Rams. They win that game. And then here today, the Bengals 14.5-point underdogs beat the Steelers. Like I said, Steelers overrated. Yeah, the Steelers got whacked. The Steelers were Joe Pesci and Goodfellas. Spoiler alert. I don't know what is happening with this Pittsburgh team. And credit to the Bengals. Nice, tough win, gutty win. With all the injuries they've had, the terrible season they've had, to be able to score. They scored 24 points. That's the most points the Bengals have scored against the Steelers in years. This is the first time the Steelers have scored less than 20 points in 4 straight games. With Ben starting since 2004, that was Ben's rookie year. What is happening to this juggernaut Pittsburgh Steelers offense? What is happening? How is this happening? It's bizarre to me, and we saw it a couple years ago, 2018. The Steelers were great all season long, and then they faded down the stretch. We're seeing that again here. We're seeing an offense look depleted. We're seeing them be lifeless. Why now? You are almost there. You're at the finish line. Grim Phoenix, celebrate, man. Ravens, baby. Ravens fans celebrated, I guess. Lifelong, of course, Steelers fan. We didn't deserve to win that game, even though that was a pass interference on Chase Claypool down the field. We still played terribly. Yeah, if you want to get on the pass interference there late, all right, fine. But, I mean, my gosh, how about that throw by Ben that was overthrown there late? I mean, the mistakes early on, the fumble, the terrible Ben interception early on. My gosh, who was he throwing to? The Saints need to lose. Yeah, I mean, that would certainly make it, just add to the craziness here. So the Bucs could go to the playoffs. All right, sure. What is happening? The Steelers offense looks flat. It looks lifeless, dead. And again, I don't know why. After how dominant they were, a guy took a big hit from 3 guys and still ran it in for a touchdown himself. Yeah, that was impressive. That they were so dominant for 12 weeks. That backup guy is tough. Yeah, I will say that. Also, the Bucs could go to the. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that. The backup guy is tough. Yeah, that was a nice play there by Finley. But why is it that this Steelers team that looks so good for 12 weeks, all of a sudden the season comes to it, we're nearing the finish line, and they're flat. They're dead. What is it? Tomlin, I like Tomlin as a coach. I really like him. Why is it that this team, this is not the first time this has happened? Why, once again, do they play down to their opponents? Like, we know you're better than the Bengals, or we think they are. We know that they're better than the Bengals. But why is it that you come out just lifeless in the first quarter, in the first half? Steelers went from 1-3 in 3 weeks. The team has the Colts next week. Whoever wins that may end up being the 3 spot. Who do you like better, Deontay Johnson or Juju? That's close. That's a tough one there. I got to think about that for a second. So Bills sneaking a 2nd seed. How about this? Forget the Bills. I don't know about the Bills. How about the Browns maybe winning the AFC North? They're 1 game out. They're 1 game out. I like both of them, but Deontay Johnson had a nice touchdown today, so it's close there. I don't know if I like anybody right now in Pittsburgh, though, to be honest. Again, the way their offense is struggling, it's so bizarre to me that this team is collapsing like this. I want to go through. Do we have the list of like the Steelers' first? Somebody posted the Steelers' first half possessions, which really that really set the tone for this game. I think it was My Sports Update who tweeted it out. Okay, the Steelers' offense in the first half. This is the 2-10-1 Cincinnati Bengals with a backup quarterback, and here was the Steelers' offense in the first half: 3 and out, fumble. 3 and out, fumble, interception, 3 and out, 3 and out. Why? Why is this? You should steamroll this team. And it takes you to the 3rd quarter to score a touchdown? It takes you to the 3rd quarter to have a successful possession? Man, I don't get it, man. But once again, that shows, folks, any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, we can see the Jets beat the Rams. We can see the Bengals beat the Steelers. We can see all this craziness because it's the NFL here. And by the way, if the Colts beat Pittsburgh next week and the Browns beat the Jets, both the scenarios there that look likely, next week, Browns-Steelers for the AFC North title. Or week 17, Browns-Steelers for the AFC North title. So that's what's going to happen here. And right now, after 15 weeks, the Bills right now have the second seed. Right now, the Bills have the edge on the tiebreaker. What a win that was. What was that, last week or 2 weeks ago? What a win that was for the Bills, beating Pittsburgh like that. Getting the second. Right now, they have the second spot. Then it's Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Miami. Those are the 7 teams right now here. Again, reading your comments here. Hey, there was no pass interference for that Philip guy. It's a good, clean defensive play. And again, Grim Phoenix just having the time of his life right now. The best team in the league right now is the Saints or the Bills. No, it's the Chiefs. The Saints are good. The Bills are good. Chiefs are the best. Bills having a dream season, second seed in Week 16, quarterback in Pro Bowl, 5 selections, totally unsettling. Patriots and can beat anybody. Again, yeah, the Bills, you Bills fans have been waiting for a season like this for, 25, 30 years? You're getting it this year. And the Steelers are falling apart. I'm just trying to understand here. The first half, again, the offense not being able to make a lot of good plays. Ben looked bad. He couldn't pull the ball down the field. Where was the Ben that we saw at the beginning of the year? Because at the beginning of the year, Ben was making a case for comeback player of the year until Alex Smith came in. Ben was making a case for comeback player of the year. He looked fantastic. He was getting the deep balls. He was connected with all his guys. We were impressed with the Steelers wide receivers. And then the last couple weeks, the offense looked again, and the defense is great. The offense looks dead, lifeless, and they are heading straight for one and done in the postseason. This team has every inclination, feeling of a one and done team. They could prove me wrong. It's 2020 after all. You never know. But the way they're playing right now, again, especially on offense, somebody said they were very similar to the Patriots last year. Great defense, awful offense. And the Patriots were one and done last year. The Steelers have every inclination of being. And again, maybe we'll be wrong here, but there's nothing that I've seen in the last 3 weeks, whether it was against whether it was against Washington, and you can say, okay, that was a weird game. Whether it was against the Bills, well, the Bills are a good team. Or the Bengals. In any of these 3 games, we have seen nothing, and it started with the Ravens game. Because you watched the Ravens game, and you said they should have beaten the Ravens, a COVID-stricken Ravens with a backup quarterback. They should have beaten the Ravens handily, and they didn't. The Ravens held it in there. The Ravens kept it close. So there's nothing that I've seen from the Steelers team that makes me think they're going to be deep in this playoffs. Now we're on to Pittsburgh. Let's go Colts. What was the worst injury you ever witnessed in the NFL? Alex Smith's torn leg is up there. Alex Smith's broken leg. Theismann's too. Remember when Claypool was interesting? Yeah. And then, what were the stats here for this game? I'm trying to look at it again. Ryan Finley threw 89 yards, and he beat Ben Roethlisberger, who threw 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The biggest receiver of the game was Johnson, 8 catches, 59 yards. Again, it's bizarre to me. Again, I'm looking here at the Steelers stats, and that is what we're going to spend most of the time on. The Bengals, with all due respect to the Bengals, who, again, good win for them, they have no future at least this year. Maybe next year when Burrow comes back, they'll be able to build something. But right now, this year, they have no future. You look at the performances the Steelers put off before this. And look, here's the Steelers, the number of points they scored. They scored 26 against the Giants, 26 against the Broncos, 28 against the Texans, 38 against the Eagles, 38 against the Browns, 27 against Tennessee, 28 against the Ravens, 24 against the Cowboys, 36 against the Bengals, 27 against the Jaguars. So every game for, 9 straight games, they scored 20 points. Now, 4 straight weeks against Baltimore, Washington, Buffalo, and Cincinnati. 19, 17, 15, 17. What happened? Somebody said, what is happening with the offensive play calling here? It might not be as imaginative as it once was. And the offense, again, just looks flat. It looks dead. And that is not something we would expect from this Pittsburgh team. I want Pittsburgh. Worst loss of the season so far. Rams against the Jets, Colts against the Jaguars, Seahawks against the Giants, or any of the Steelers' losses. Rams against the Jets is still the worst loss of the year, but this is right up there. This might be, again, I'm trying to look here of how many underdogs. This is the second time this year that somebody's lost as 14-point favorites. Rams yesterday, Steelers today. So this is a top 5 loss in terms of there is no way this should have happened. It's one of the worst performances we've seen from the Steelers. Again, Ben just making these awful throws. The interception when Claypool's wide open. It's bizarre to me. It's bizarre. And I was buying into Pittsburgh. I was buying into the offense. I was buying into the receivers. I don't know what happened here. And maybe a Steelers fan can explain it to me, can understand it to me. But I love my Bills team. You should love your Bills team, man. Again, they've got it going right now. But everything that we're seeing right now from Pittsburgh is flat, uninteresting, uninspiring, and makes you think that they're going to be a team that goes one and out here. That goes one and done. And they've got Indianapolis, and that is not an easy... Indianapolis keeps winning. You might say, you don't know if Indianapolis is a great team or not, but Indianapolis keeps winning. Pittsburgh keeps losing. That is a problem. The Steelers are the 17th team in NFL history to start a season 11-0 or better. They are now the 3rd team to lose 3 straight games following an 11-0 or better start. The 69 Rams and the 2009 Saints. The 09 Saints, though, won the Super Bowl, so that's okay. The Bengals snapped their 10-game losing streak. Bengals Steelers heading into this week was one of 3 active double-digit win streaks by one team over another. So that was 10 straight wins the Bengals had over Steelers. That's over. The Steelers had their worst half of offense with Ben Roethlisberger as their starting quarterback. New lows in passing yards and yards per play, and they matched their fewest first downs and most turnovers in the first half with Big Ben as the starter. The second time Ben has fallen behind 17 points against the Bengals. 17 points, the largest deficit faced by the Steelers this year. And it wasn't even like a great team. If this happened against the Bills, I'd say, okay, it's the Bills. This is the Bengals with a backup quarterback. The Bengals stink. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, and it's confusing to me. Congrats to Cincinnati. Great win. But again, if you're a Pittsburgh fan right now, you have to be screaming. Again, this has all the makings of a one-and-done team, and they have to figure it out fast. Indianapolis is no pushover. They have to figure out whatever problem it is and get it fixed this week, or if not, next week, because then since Cleveland's coming, and that could be a game for the AFC North title. All right, so if you guys, let me take a quick break here, and if you guys are new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content just like this every single day and week. That's the same thing there. Tomorrow we will have week 16 predictions. Those will come out. Tomorrow we'll also have NBA reactions. The 2 NBA games, we'll have reactions to those. The NBA season's back. We'll have NBA buzzer beater videos starting Tuesday. We will have some videos, again, coming up. Rutgers videos. We'll talk about Rutgers, and congrats to Rutgers, the number 11 team in the country. Some more NFL reactions on Christmas and everything. Well, we have a bunch of stuff planned for this week as we head into the new year. Thank you guys again for all your support here that you've given me over the last, over this entire couple of years. And it's been great. We're going up every day, and it's thanks to you guys. And so if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. All right, let me take a minute. I need a minute. Water. Oh gosh. Okay, needed that. I was just shocked by this game. Okay, your voice, stop ranting. Sorry, stop screaming. Blow. People like it when I scream. Apparently, people enjoy when I suffer. But I'm not even suffering. This isn't even my team. Like, you know, the Jets and Giants are my team. Those are the local teams. The Steelers are not. I'm just confused by what's happening. If you're the Titans, wouldn't you want another shot at the Steelers? Right now, kind of, yeah. Right now, any team. The Jets would want a shot at the Steelers, the way they're playing. Bills beat better teams. Exactly. They're bad, yes. By the way, time for Monday Night Game Ball. Ryan Finley, Giovanni Bernard, Mackenzie Alexander. Ravens need the Steelers to win out. They had one job. And now the Steelers are just completely falling apart here. Bills are 1 and not done. That's looking like it. Titans and Packers in the Frozen Tundra. That game is going to be hype. That'll be fun. That'll be enjoyable to see what Tennessee can do. And Tennessee's hot because they have Tannehill and they have Henry. They have those guys that can. They have a good offensive game going right now. The Steelers do not. That's right, Bills Mafia. Rob, you guys are great. My respect to your Bills. Yeah, respect to the Bills, absolutely, and what they're able to do. And again, their offense. Look, all these offenses that are better. The Steelers, by the way, we now can, I think, lock up who's going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. It is all but a wrap. It is almost done. Kansas City, unless a complete collapse will happen, will have the number 1 seed in the AFC. So that just makes them even more scary. Now they have home field, whatever that means this year, but they have home field. Everything is set up for Kansas City to win a second straight Super Bowl. Everything is set up. It's on them now. It's on them if they fall apart. Again, they've done everything they were supposed to do. It's on them here if they fall apart. I want to see what the odds are right now in Vegas, because I would imagine this knocked the Steelers down a little bit. The Steelers' odds were already going down. Now it seems like it might be plummeting here, because you don't want to bet on this team right now. You don't want to bet on them. And again, this is not the time of the year. There's no good time of the year to collapse. But this is not the good time. You are the playoffs are in 3 weeks. We have week 16, we have week 17, and then we have the playoffs. And the Steelers are not going to have the bye. So 3 weeks from now. You can't play right now collapsing like this. You can't. So, my goodness. And I don't know who would the Steelers play right now? Would they play the Ravens? And by the Steelers-Ravens right now, you don't feel good about that. Baltimore's rolling on offense. Again, you're struggling with Ryan Finley. If you struggle with Ryan Finley, what are you going to do when Patrick Mahomes is staring you down? Good luck in that game. So, right now, Pittsburgh is 13-1 to win it all. Their odds have dropped considerably over the last couple of days. Kansas City's 2-1. Green Bay is 6-1. New Orleans is 8-9-1. And the Bills are 9-10-1. So people buying Buffalo, man. People really buying into Buffalo here. Buffalo is now Kansas City was the legitimate number 1 team in the AFC, and now it very well might be Buffalo. Buffalo's now looking like, again, because they're hot. Oh, man. Looking here. I have to say something really bad. The Cowboys are still alive for the playoffs. Don't torture us even more, man. The Bears still in the hunt. They are. I'll give Chicago that. You know, they're still fighting, despite, you know, how bad they've been this year. Another bad loss, Raiders against the Chargers. That was awful, especially because it happened in overtime. Steelers and Colts if the season ended today. Again, you don't feel good about that if you're Pittsburgh. Indianapolis keeps winning. I've noticed that all the Steelers fans are starting to blame on Randy Fitzgerald. Yeah, Randy Fitzgerald's getting a lot of blame here again. The offense is just not clicking for Pittsburgh right now. And again, I can't understand it here because we've seen this happen a couple years. We've seen the Steelers in big moments not show up. It's happening here again. And that was the one big problem that I'd had with the Steelers. How did the Steelers beat the Titans? I don't know. How were the Steelers this good? It's like a tale of two teams. It's Jekyll and Hyde. The first team at the beginning of the year, the first 12 weeks, looked like the most dominant team in football, or besides Kansas City. They looked like the most explosive offense. They had all these pieces on receivers. They had all these great receivers. That nice running game. Ben was throwing the ball well, and this team looks like the complete opposite of that. The Jets and Bills were in different states in 2015. Yeah, that's right about that. The Titans can go flat in a lot of games, but lately they figured it out. They have. So long, NFL Jack. Been a Steelers fan for 45 years. I can't take any more of this garbage. Scott, yeah, sorry, man. I don't know if you're angry about the calls or the Steelers. I think you should be more angry about the Steelers. If anybody's out there angry with the officials, like, I can't. Look, officials have been bad forever. The refs have been bad forever. It's not going to change. I've already accepted it. R.I.P. Kevin Green, by the way. I did want to mention that. Titans got the leading offense in every column. I'm shocked. Again, it's bizarre, but yeah, they keep doing it. And they have Tannehill and Henry there to help them out. And both of those guys are clicking right now. Tannehill has improved so much since he's left Adam Gase. And Henry's just a beast. My lips are so dry right now. R.I.P. to Kevin Green. One of the great linebackers in the history of the NFL. Looking here, again, he was a player with the Rams, Steelers, Panthers, and Niners, coached with the Packers and the Jets. He was an outside linebackers coach with the Jets 2 years ago, 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first team All-Pro, NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1996, 2-time sack leader, member of the NFL 1990s All-Decade Club, and a Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl 45 as the outside linebackers coach with Green Bay. One of the greats in the NFL, and of course, a couple of short stints in the WCW. Was he a member of the NWO? No, he was not. He took on the NWO. Which, whatever. He joined the Four Horsemen. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, he passed away today at 58. We don't know why, but very, very sad. So R.I.P. to one of the greats there in Kevin Green. Now the Colts are on to Pittsburgh, and I want vendetta on the Steelers. You go get it, man. You go get that vendetta. So do Titans have a chance in terms of winning it all? I mean, I guess, again, everybody's got a chance. But the way Kansas City has been rolling for 3 years now, and this is just a continuation, and how their offense is still explosive, and Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league, and Patrick Mahomes is on the verge of winning his second MVP in 3 years. And every little thing that's going on with Kansas City right now, it's hard to think of a team that's not going to pull this off. What is happening with Pittsburgh? I don't know. Steelers are massive frauds. Yes. Steelers are frauds. Speaking of Derrick Henry, who else is he literally going to go Super Saiyan on people? Who knows? He's a beast. Total beast. Again, this is. But I don't know what happened. What changed? I want somebody in the NFL to tell me what changed with this Steelers offense, and why is it not coming? Is it mainly just Ben? Is it just Ben just not being able to throw right now? Is that it? Right now, though, it's terrible. But yeah, right now, this is one of the worst times we've ever seen the Ben Roethlisberger offense look. And Randy Fincher is just so. And yeah, maybe they need better offensive calling now. I don't know what it is. R.I.P. Kevin Green. My prayers go out to his family, friends, and colleagues. Absolutely, R.I.P. To him as well. Weird, on ESPN it said Hall of Famer Green passes away, or Hall of Famer Green passes away. And I was sitting there going, Mean Joe? I thought it was Mean Joe at first because Mean Joe's older, but yeah, Kevin Green. So very, very sad. Mike Tomlin trending. Look, Mike Tomlin is a good coach. I would never take that away from him. But and Mike Tomlin was asked, "Is this team confident?" He says, "We better not be confident after that kind of game." And by the way, right now, Brian Flores is making a late charge for Coach of the Year. It was going to be Tomlin, but you know what? The way Brian Flores has coached Miami all season long, and how he has them on the verge of Coach of the Year, the fact that he has them on the verge of the playoffs, and the way again Pittsburgh's completely nosediving at this point. Brian Flores in Miami making a great case for Coach of the Year, and I would not be angry if he got it because he's deserved it the way he's going. Juju and Claypool decided to be dumb and showboating on TikTok. That's what's happening. I mean, I don't mind if guys. I've been back and forth about this. I don't mind if guys like do TikTok or stupid social media stuff like this. And if they want to be morons, go ahead. My only thing is back it up in the game. Like Deion Sanders did a lot of weird stuff, but he backed it up. I'm trying to think of other athletes I can think of who were a little crazy, a little wild. Oh, Gronk. Gronk with New England was nuts, but he backed it up for the most part when he wasn't injured. Dennis Rodman, you saw on the 30 for 30. Dennis Rodman, crazy person, but he backed it up. And that's why it's okay. You can get away with a lot of things if you back it up. Juju and Claypool right now are not doing it, but no one on the Steelers offense is doing it. I'm really shocked that Vrabel is getting no Coach of the Year talk. Because it's another season. Like there's no real surprise. There's a big surprise with Miami. There's no surprise with Tennessee. I guess there's really no shocker. It's like, okay, Tennessee's good. Like we all kind of expected that. So there's no real stunner there in terms of what's going on here with Tennessee. But there is a shock with Miami after where they were last year. The incredible swing from last year to this year. Like that's something that's keeping people surprised. Overrated. We're talking about Vrabel. Well, again, the Steelers are. The Steelers are right now. Again, how is this team not? How is this team not a one and done team right now? They got whatever the problem is, fix it now. Whatever the problem is, whatever is wrong with them, fix it now. So good job there. Also, want to say this as we get closer to the NFL season. ESPN loved the commercial that you aired today on the broadcast with the images of the NFL season with sets of Shania Twain, You're Still the One I Want, which might surprise you guys. I actually have a soft spot for that song. I love that song. Listened to it when I was younger. Love that song. As to say, hey, we've made it to the playoffs. We've made it to... can you run that ad after this regular season? We're still not there yet. Don't jinx it right now. And COVID's unpredictable. Do not jinx us right now with COVID. Because we are just... Any minute now, we could get a report that the NFL, there's a COVID outbreak and could just just make this nuts. So please, just don't run that ad yet. It was a great ad. I don't want to see that yet. Again, as we are now 2 weeks away, 2 weeks away again from this NFL season coming to an end. And again, I'm amazed that we've made it this far. We're almost there. I didn't think it was gonna happen because of the stupid, not stupid, but this evil coronavirus. But so far the NFL's done it. It's been a bumpy road, but 15 weeks, so credit to them. After how they played against Dallas as well, they should be 10-4. Doesn't deserve the wins. We talking Pittsburgh, yeah, and that was another game that we all sort of sat there and gone, huh? Like they struggled against Dallas, against a backup quarterback there in Dallas too. He's cocky enough to be an sensation. Plus, I'm not a fan of TikTok. I'm not cocky at all. I actually don't hate TikTok. I was making some TikTok videos. I wasn't making them, but some of my friends were making them last night or earlier today. And yeah, it's fun. I mean, yeah, I hate that these people with almost no talent are getting paid millions of dollars, but that's the American dream. That's why I'm on YouTube, because I have no talent and I should be making millions of dollars. But whatever. Gotta go see you after the Sunday night game. All right, Plasma Warriors. See you then, or see you tomorrow after the Clippers-Lakers game. We'll have a live reaction on that. So hope to see you there. Hope to see you whenever, man. Take care. Nice to be with you tonight. But yeah, if you want to, my whole issue is, all right, win the games. Win the games and show up in these games. This is actually the first I've heard of Juju being on TikTok. I've heard some people, I saw somebody tweet about it. I'm guessing this is a new thing. Okay, Juju Smith-Schuster dances on Bengals logo in pregame TikTok video. All right. again, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do a dance like that, like oh haha, all right, fine, win the game. Like, yeah, that's fine. What did Jimmy Johnson say? If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk. Muhammad Ali did a whole lot of talking in his day, but he backed it up. All right, he almost always backed it up, and that's why he is so loved. For the most, I hope he's loved. Anyone who hates Muhammad Ali, I can't say, come on, he's the GOAT, man. So yeah, it's just if you want to do that, fine. You want to talk, you want to dance, want to do all that, win. Couldn't do that, and that is a bigger crime to me, not being able to pull it off. The Steelers now third in the AFC behind the Chiefs and the Bills. 1 game lead over the Browns in the AFC North. Again, that is now a game that has real significance, that Steelers-Browns game in Week 17. That is a game that you can now look at that and go, wow, Pittsburgh might... That game might be over. That game could decide the AFC North. And, I mean, Pittsburgh's already locked up, so good for them, but... Again, you don't have any confidence in this team, and nobody should. Nobody should have any confidence in this team the way they're rolling right now. Looking at it right now, again, looking at the standings here, I do want to look at the standings here and see where this all is. I think we have 6 teams clinched. I think we have 3 in the AFC and 3 in the NFC. I can't confirm that though, but I would like somebody to Again, ESPN has said Bengals-Jets wins. This is the first time 2 underdogs or 14 or more have won outright in the same week since 1973. I mean, again, I saw a stat here on Pro Football Reference that 2009. But you know, whatever. Yeah, Chiefs, Bills, Steelers are all in the AFC, and the Packers, Saints, and Seahawks are in the NFC. So now it's down to the 4 there. Again, Miami right now with the slight edge over Baltimore based on best winning percentage in conference games. Miami 6-4, Baltimore is 6-5. So that is something to keep an eye on there, as the Raiders look like they're going to be out. The Raiders, slight chance, but not much. But yeah, keep an eye on Miami, Baltimore, and then in the NFC, keep an eye on, because I think Arizona's going to get that spot over Chicago and Minnesota. But again, just want to keep an eye on it there in the NFC. But man. Gosh. Did you know the Steelers have won their 9th Monday night game before they finally lost to the Bengals? This one's for Joe Burrow. Good for Joe. I hope Joe's enjoying this. I hope Joe is relishing this moment. Hope he's enjoying it. Hope he's savoring it all in. That his team shocked Pittsburgh. When it was a year ago that Myles Garrett... no, that was Cleveland. I'm sorry. I was going to say yeah, and then I realized Myles Garrett was from the Browns. It was the Steelers against an orange team. That's what I remembered. Ah, man. My mouth is so dry here. So again, if you guys have any more comments, any more questions, let me know down there. We'll talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about here on the Frankie G YouTube channel, whatever it is. Kevin Green, the 3rd most sacks in NFL history. Passing away again at the age of 58. That's too young, man. So again, do you guys have any more comments here? Any questions here? Again, looking here at the chat. Okay, there's a couple people still here. Just want to point out, tomorrow we'll have the NFL predictions. We'll have that early on, and then we're going to have the NBA. We'll have the NBA. I don't know how it's going to work out. I guess we'll do. Okay, so the NBA thing tomorrow. I'm looking at here. So after Nets Warriors, we're gonna have a post game show. I'm gonna do like a little talk to the camera thing. It won't be live. And then after Clippers Lakers, we'll have a live reaction to that. So keep an eye out for that. So that'll be about 12:30, and we'll go for until about 1:30. So we'll have that. That'll be Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Wednesday we're gonna have Bucks Celtics reactions, and then we're gonna have Mavericks and Suns. We're gonna have those 2 reactions there. So keep an eye out for those, especially there tomorrow. But, yeah. So, that's the schedule here going forward. And then, are we going to do the end? Again, I don't know what we're going to do on Christmas. I'm going to try to do things, but I don't know if I'll be able to do anything live. It's going to be Christmas is going to be very, very busy for me. So, I'll try to do some things, but yeah, no promises there. Again, with the way the whole thing has worked. No Jets players selected to the Pro Bowl. Good job. Good job, Jets. I hate you. I hate your guts. I hate this whole team. So again, looking at this here. Gosh, why is this computer so slow? Again, you guys got anything? Let me know here as we talk about this just bizarre game. That maybe shouldn't be so bizarre. We all kind of should have known that Pittsburgh was going to fall apart, but not like this. Not like this, man. So, Christmas is going to be the Vikings against the Saints, and we'll have that game. We'll react to that game on Friday. And then the Saturday, we have 3 Saturday games, which I forgot about. 3 Saturday games. Bucks, Lions, Niners, Cardinals, and Dolphins, Raiders. And the Niners-Cardinals game is on Prime Video. I'm probably going to skip that game. But, yeah. And it's not just because, and I have Prime Video, but I'm probably just going to skip that game because it's just not... Actually, you know what? Arizona, I should actually keep an eye on that. I actually got to... I probably should put on Prime Video just for that game. And it's, Bucks, Lions. That'll react to, and then Dolphins, Raiders. I'll keep an eye on there. So, yeah, we got some good games. Got some good games on... Boo Smith is a cocky man, took that when he dances. Him and the team lost another game the same way as he dances the Bills. Okay, yeah. I'm fine with it. Just win, and he doesn't win. That's what's worse to me. That he doesn't pull it off. That he talks all this smack and he doesn't win. That is the biggest problem right now with Juju and this whole darn team. But okay, looking back at this game here, looking at this whole bizarre thing, it is just really bad. What is going on here with Pittsburgh? Why they've fallen apart here on offense. Thanks for the coverage of the game. I'll be back for another stream. Have a Merry Christmas. Thank you, Willow. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hope to see you back here soon. Hope to see you tomorrow. And if not, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have a bunch of other things. So I'll see you then. Whatever it is. Yeah, happy Merry Christmas, my man. But yeah, the way Pittsburgh has just been fraudulent right now on offense. They're not clicking. The receivers aren't getting open. Ben is not throwing the ball well. They're making stupid mistakes. The interceptions, the fumbles. It is everything the complete opposite of what Pittsburgh had been doing up until in the first 12 weeks of the season. And they have to figure out what the problem is and fix it now. There is no time to waste. There is no time to sit there and go, we'll fix that. No, you have to fix this now. Now is the time. There are 2 weeks left. Then the playoffs. Get it fixed, or else you're going home. You're one and done. And again, man, just the proof that in the NFL, anything can happen. Any wild, crazy, bizarre thing can happen. It's why we love this game. It's why we love this league. It's why we all enjoy these. Just because you never know. You never know what can happen in any game. You didn't think the Jets were going to beat the Rams. You didn't think the Bengals were going to beat the Steelers. But it can happen, man. And that is why we love football. It's why we love sports. The unpredictability of it. It's why I love it more than wrestling, because wrestling is scripted. None of this is scripted. And I'm sorry, none of this is scripted. It's so hard to script sports. Oh gosh, we have a stupid. Oh man. All right, so they're showing right now a 30 for 30 podcast on March 11th, 2020. Not looking forward to that. I love Shania Twain, and her songs are beautiful. I love Shania Twain too. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I love her songs too, and just really enjoy her music. So good to see you there. So yeah, ESPN just aired a commercial for a podcast called March 11th, 2020. That is basically, did you expect Tom Brady to leave the Patriots? Not really. I always thought they were going to stay together. I always thought there's no way they're going to break up. They've always been together for this long. They're not, but they did. For whatever reason, whether it was Bill or Tom or Kraft, they wanted to be done. And looking back on it, though, it was the right decision for Brady because the Patriots were going nowhere and they had no weapons. So, good move for Brady there. That was the sensible, right move at that point in his career. And again, it all worked out. It all worked out for New England then. So yeah, the 30 for 30 podcast is called March 11th, 2020. Here's the story of the day. Everything changed the day the NBA shut down and the pandemic became real, told by those who love it. Yeah, that was a scary day. I don't want to kind of live through that now. I don't want to think about that day because I was there. We lived through it and it was pretty awful. So I want to kind of think about it after the pandemic's over. But whatever. Maybe I'll listen to that after the pandemic's over. But gosh darn it, that whole day stunk. That whole day. But this whole year's been awful. But you know what? We're getting better. We got a vaccine now. Oh boy. So yeah. To answer your question, I did not expect Tom Brady to leave the Patriots. But you know what? It all worked out. It all worked out. All right, so we got about again. Maybe we have 5 more minutes here. Again, if you guys have anything else to talk about here, where do the Steelers go from here? How do they bounce back? They've got Indianapolis. Again, Indianapolis, I don't consider them a great, awesome team, but they keep winning. Like that's the good thing. They keep winning. So I don't know how they face it off here against. They're showing on ESPN right now Steph Curry interview. I like Steph. Excited to see him back out on the court. But with them right now, you look at this team and you just go, how the heck are they going to? How is Pittsburgh here going to respond? What is their future here? I want the Steelers to continue to lose because I want them to the Steelers punch on the wall in my room. Don't punch anything, man. Please don't. Like, don't punch anything. You want to keep your wall intact. Facts, Indy is trash, man. One and done in the playoffs. I'll be right back after doing my homework. All right, Jay Slasher. Fact, Indy is trash. One and done in the playoffs. Again, I don't know. I don't know what to make of Indianapolis because I don't think that they're a particularly great team. They've had some talented players, but I don't look at them as a great team. But they keep winning. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a weak schedule. I don't know what it is. But for some reason, this team is just they've not broken down yet. They've not collapsed yet. And I give them that. I give them that on their ability to just keep pulling this off, to keep getting those wins, which are so important. So good for them. But I don't know. I mean, maybe they will be one and done. I don't know. It depends on who they play. I'm not picking them to go to the Super Bowl or anything. But my Super Bowl pick right now is still it's still Kansas City. It's been Kansas City since about week 3. Ever since they beat Baltimore, I'm like, okay, Kansas City's gonna win this all. Kansas City's gonna win the whole thing. But yeah, I don't know, man. Who you got winning the Super Bowl? As I said, Kansas City. Nothing's changed. Kansas City is the best team. They are the most complete team. They have some problems on defense, but overall, when you look at it, and they were just so dominant the way they were able to control the ball, the way Mahomes, all the talent they have, even though there's some injuries, Mahomes, Hills, Kelsey, it's just so loaded on offense. They have an offense that can outperform any defense, and even if their defense is bad, they have an offense that can overcome any bad performance from their defense. So I'm taking Kansas City here, man. Don't say about my Colts. They've been doing great. Okay, fine, fair. I don't hate Indianapolis. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see what they are. I want to see how they are going forward. But I just sit there and I'm like, I just don't know. That is where I'm at right now in Indianapolis. I just don't know. So yeah, we will definitely see here. We'll definitely keep an eye on. We'll definitely be interested in all this. But yeah. Man, again, they're showing Pittsburgh right now. Again, just gosh. LMAO. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, Kansas City though. Kansas City, and then out of the NFC, you can give me New Orleans, you can give me Green Bay, you can give me either one of those teams. But yeah, those are the two I have right now: New Orleans and Green Bay. I'd probably give Green Bay the edge because they're probably gonna get the 1 seed, so I'd probably give Green Bay the edge. And I would like it because I'm a Rodgers fan, and it would be nice to see him finally get back to another Super Bowl. But with the thing with him and Breeze, they're both running out of time. Now, the good thing for Breeze and Rodgers is that they both have a Super Bowl. But it would be nice to see them both go back to one more. And I feel like there's been so many times where they both easily could have gone back to one more, but something got in the way. So I'm hoping that this time that finally happens. Colts are not winning a playoff game. Okay, maybe you're right. We haven't been that Steelers since 2008. That is 12 long years. 12 long years. Yeah, it has been. 2008. I remember 2008. 2008. I remember, man. Yeah, it just took me back to like 5th or 6th grade. Gosh, 5th grade, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy to me, man. It is just crazy. This whole experience, this whole NFL experience right now with Pittsburgh. And again, we haven't seen, like, we've seen collapses before. But they're always surprising, and this one is definitely very, very surprising. When you look at Pittsburgh and the way that they had started off the season, and now they can't seem to finish. Again, this is not the first time multiple 14-point underdogs have won. It happened in 2009. I have it here. 2009, Tampa Bay beat New Orleans. Minnesota beat Pittsburgh. It happened twice, and they were both 14 points. James McLaughlin, they will win it. All right. Again, I want to see it. Give me Pittsburgh or give me Indianapolis. Let's see how it goes. And we will be doing post-game reactions to every NFL playoff game. So we'll have that. We have a bunch of things right now. We are working overtime. We are working round the clock. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the whole thing. We are not taking any time off. Even though it's the holiday season, we are not taking any time off. We are not relaxing. We are not taking a break. And that's good. I enjoy working. I enjoy working for you guys. And you guys seem to enjoy it too. So that's why I keep doing it. But, gosh, I don't know, man. I don't know. This whole game was just bizarre to see Cincinnati come out so dominant, to see the mistakes Pittsburgh was making, to see the bad interception that Ben threw, the overthrow at the end of the game. All of these things just left a really just weird taste in my mouth. Like, how? Like, how? Why? I left this game asking myself so many questions. And they will not be answered for a while here. They're not answered today, tomorrow. Again, a big determinant is going to be next week. What does Pittsburgh do? I might take Indianapolis. It's early. It's early. I might take Indianapolis. Now, my picks have been awful, so don't trust my judgment on anything right now. My picks have been just horrendous. But it is the way they're looking. The way they are looking, the Charlie Jeans are now overrated. Again, I'm glad at least you enjoy it. I'm glad you at least enjoy watching Pittsburgh just implode. And again, I have nothing against Pittsburgh, so I don't really mind if they implode or not. Whatever happens, happens. But you can look at it. It's just how do they? Man. What does Tomlin do here? How does Tomlin psych these guys up? How do they get them back in the game here? And again, you don't have time. You don't have much time left to correct your mistakes. You've got 2 weeks. Fix it in 2 weeks, and then go. Wild card game. Let's go, because you're not going to be playing in the number. You're not the number 1 seed at all. You're not going to be the number 1 seed. Thanks for supporting my Colts, Indy, all the way. Yeah, I have no problem, man. No problem with Indianapolis. I try to figure out which teams you like, and yeah, you like Indianapolis. So there we go. Indianapolis and Notre Dame. Actually, that does make sense. Indianapolis, Notre Dame, Indiana. Okay. I like Indiana. Nice state. We actually went. I think we went to we went to Indianapolis. Nice place. I forget which city it was. It was so long ago, but we went to Indianapolis. We went to Indiana. I remember. If there's ever a place I want to go to in Indiana, it's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That place is awesome. Just those races, the Brickyard place, man, is just crazy. And the tradition there is just wild. But oh gosh, so 2 weeks to go. What games do we have next week as we look forward here? What games do we have next week in terms of anything to look forward to? Big games. So Dolphins Raiders, I guess you can look at that game and say, all right, the 2 teams fighting for a playoff spot. Colts Steelers is huge. That might be the biggest game of the week. Giants Ravens, I have to keep an eye on. I hope the Giants cover, but the way they're playing, probably not. What else here? What else? Broncos Chargers, no. Eagles Cowboys for the NFC East. That's a game that between 2 garbage teams, but they're both fighting out the NFC East. Rams Seahawks obviously will be big. Titans Packers. And Bills Patriots. I mean, just to see how what else the Bills do here, and can the Bills wrap up that second spot? Gulf Coast Steelers Haters for life. Stop Pittsburgh Hail Fitchner. All right. No. Again, whatever gets you happy, man. Whatever gets you excited about your Steelers. Good for you. Go get it. I think we're gonna wrap things up here again, and we're gonna wrap things up here in about 4 or 5 minutes. If nobody else is here, we'll wrap things up, and we'll get it going. But man, trying to figure out Pittsburgh's problems here might be complex. They might be a little bit hard to understand, like why this team can start. And again, it's not like this is rare. We've seen this in football before. We've seen great teams collapse, but this just comes right out of nowhere. And maybe we should have expected it. Maybe we should have, because we've seen Pittsburgh choke in big spots before. We've seen it happen a couple years before. But this, man, I don't know. This just confused me. I don't know. Man. What a year. What a year. Again, that's why the only team to trust completely, the only team to trust 100% fully is Kansas City. That is the only team that I can sit there and go, that is the team that you can take to the bank. That is a team that is playing awesome. That is a team that, now I'm dancing by doing the twist and song called The Twist. First Christmas songs. Love the twist. Chubby Checker, the man, any Christmas songs. You only have a couple more days to play Christmas songs, so enjoy those. But the only team that you can trust is Kansas City because they have the offense and they've done it before. They did it last year. The only reason why you think Kansas City wouldn't win the Super Bowl is because of because a team hasn't repeated in 15 years. So that's why you would sit there and go, maybe they won't repeat. And because of the defense. Those are the two big reasons why. I don't know why I said it like that. Reasons why I'm like saying everything with a space. But those are the two reasons why you would not trust Pittsburgh right now. Again, the way they are on offense. I want to see, what do I sound like? Does my audio sound good? My audio doesn't sound terrible. I was thinking, like, does my audio sound awful? But no, the audio sounds fine. Could be a little bit better, but yeah, it's the mic sounds fine. The mic, for the most part, sounds fine. It's a little bit further away. But yeah, right now I still have problems with my microphone. I'm getting a new microphone here in the next couple of days, so maybe we can fix those problems. So yeah, final thoughts. The NFL, man, football. I am so glad it is not. I am so glad it is not so predictable. I'm so glad that it's not something that we can just sit there and, the Steelers are a disgrace. I don't believe in the Steelers. They're overrated. Isaac, good to see you, man. Good to see you again. And, yeah. Waiting for you. Coming in a little, we got about 15 minutes left here. But, yeah, the Steelers, I don't believe in them anymore either. I believed in them at the beginning of the year. I don't believe in them now. They are overrated. Right now, they look like a joke. That's why I never trust the Charlie Sheen that they will lose in the first round of playoffs. That's why I said at the beginning of the video, I said Steelers are one and done. They have every inclination of a one and done team. Right now they are looking like it. Right now they have every making of it. Yeah, again, right now one and done. It doesn't look like they're going very far, and that's fine. But I mean, it's not fine to Steelers fans. But yeah, again, it's understandable right now. How bad they are. Yeah, they look one and done. Again, if you're going to play this bad, if you're continuing to play it this bad, if you are continuing this slide into mediocrity, then yeah, where else are you going to go? Who are they beating right now? Right now, who are they beating? Teams that aren't in the playoffs. That's probably who they're beating. And I can't even say that because they lost to Cincinnati and they lost to Washington. Two teams. Well, Cincinnati's definitely not a playoff team. Washington might be a playoff team when this is all said and done. But right now, who knows? They even posted today when a legend of the team died. I guess it's a disgrace that they're this bad when Kevin Green. I guess that's embarrassing. Kevin Green, I guess it's on the day Kevin Green died, you play this badly. I guess that's kind of awful. You want to honor him in a better way than this. That would make sense, but man, one and done the playoffs for Steelers, and that's what I like to hear. Again, I don't know Ted DiBiase. I know he's the $1 million man. I don't know what his laughing thing is. Although I do inside jokes. I hate inside jokes. I don't like references that I don't get. But no, that's fine. Hey, you like Ted DiBiase and all that. Roman Reigns, spoiler, still champion. It's Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. I know that. I know like individuals in wrestling, and I know who's champion. I don't know their personalities for the most part. But yeah, so those are I know there. But yeah, again, what is Pittsburgh? What's Pittsburgh gonna do here? Who are they beating? Who are they gonna beat right now? With the way this offense, the big men can't throw the ball deep down the field right now. The receivers aren't getting open. The play calling isn't sharp. How are they gonna fix this? How are they gonna be able to fix this problem? And what are they gonna do? How are they gonna turn it around here? Because right now I see nothing. Right now I see absolutely nothing that makes me think they're turning it around. But again, it is still a couple weeks, so maybe we'll give them a little bit more leeway here. But I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing. And again, it started with the Baltimore game. Since the Baltimore game, they've not been the same. The Baltimore game, even though they won that, they did not look impressive in that. I remember sitting there going, yeah, that could have been better. But I was hoping, like, all right, maybe they'll be able to turn it. And no, even after the Baltimore game, they have just regressed. Heat's no longer engaged in James Harden trade talks. If you're Houston, man, Big Benny's getting too old to play. He looked fine at the beginning of the year. I don't know what the problem is right now. Big Ben is washed. He has to retire already, and Mike Bauman has to go. Tomlin never makes it out of the first or second round of the playoffs. Here's the thing. I don't think Big Ben needs to retire yet. If he wants to keep going, we saw him at the beginning of the year. I don't think Big Ben is necessarily done yet. And Tomlin is still a good coach. Yeah, he does have a Super Bowl at least. I don't get rid of coaches if they have a Super Bowl for the most part. I let them stay. Tomlin has a Super Bowl. He's been a great coach for the most part, even though the big problem with Tomlin is that he keeps struggling in big games late, and they keep overlooking their opponents. They keep playing down to their opponents. And here's the thing with the Steelers. The Steelers have gone, 50 years, and they have 3 coaches. So you can't just, I wouldn't fire Tomlin. No. I would wait and see. I'd let him play it out for the rest of his, contract here at least, and maybe even the rest of his career. Again, he's got the talent. He's definitely a skilled coach, and he knows what to do. It's just in big spots they're struggling here. And that Steelers job, when it does open up, will be the most prestigious job in the NFL because, again, 50 years, 3 coaches. And all of them Super Bowl champions, and all of them, 2 of them are going to the Hall of Fame, and I think Mike Tomlin might end up by the time it's all said and done. So, it's something to look at here. Oh my gosh. My lips are just dry. Alright, we got about 10 more minutes here. But, no, I don't think Big Ben needs to go. And I do think Tomlin... I think Tomlin can say... I'm okay with both of them. It's just... Again, if Ben wants to say after the year I'm done, I get it. But I don't think he necessarily has to go. An old man like my dad... Wait a minute, my dad is way older than Big Benny. Okay, yeah. Yes, he's not that old. And again, we've seen talent from him this year. They did a good job of putting together great receivers on his team. It's just right now, it's just not working. But yeah, I'm not ready to give up on the Steelers yet. No way. Or not the Steelers yet. I'm not ready to give up on Big Ben yet. Big Ben or Tomlin, I'm not ready to give up on them yet. Maybe in a couple weeks I'll say okay, they need to retire. But or maybe he just needs a new team. Because we were wondering what's going on with Brady, and he goes to Tampa, and they're winning. So, it's just the way the NFL works. Just I don't know, man. It's just bizarre. It's weird. It's interesting. All right, so 6-7 more minutes here. Ruthless Burger King. That's funny. Billy Banks still doing commercials. Yeah, I guess that's interesting to see. Maybe you should give up on the Charlie Sheens. I won't. Okay, maybe I have. On the future of Tomlin and Roethlisberger, no. But on the Charlie Sheens themselves, I don't believe the Steelers went from 1 seed to 3rd seed. They might end up with 4th seed if they lose to Colts and the Browns. Yeah, I think it could get worse. If they lose to Indiana, the way they're playing right now, I think they're definitely losing to Cleveland right now. And I think right now, if I had to make a prediction, and give me until tomorrow, I'll make my predictions later tonight. Right now, after we're off the air, I'll work on predictions for tomorrow's show. So I'll think about it then. I might right now be looking at the Steelers as a loser here against Cleveland. I might look at that going forward, but man, it just wow. Or again, Indianapolis. I might take Indianapolis in that game. Even though Indianapolis is, I don't know if they're a great team. They're playing better right now. They're getting the wins, and Pittsburgh is not. And Pittsburgh's taken on worse opponents, and they've lost to them. You should not lose to Cincinnati with a backup quarterback. That should not happen. Not with the talent that you have at the receiving core. Not with your talent on offense. Not with your Hall of Fame quarterback. No. Not with your great coach. No way. Go Colts, we're on to Pittsburgh. I want vendetta. Sure. Again, hey, you enjoy it, man. They're also showing commercials on TV for the college football playoff semifinal, and we will have reactions to those as well. With Alabama, Notre Dame, and Ohio State, and Clemson, we will have reactions to both of those games when they happen on New Year's. So keep an eye out for that. And are those gonna be Mondays or Tuesdays? I guess I don't know. And Christmas is Friday, so I guess that would be Fridays. I don't know. Yeah, Christmas is Friday, so that'll be Friday. I don't know what the schedule is right now. Whee! All right, so 5 more minutes. We got about 5 more minutes here. So let me just final thoughts on this game. I've given them already, but yeah, the Steelers. I don't know what's going on. Steelers bad on offense right now. Steelers bad on offense, and they look like a sinking ship. And then the other teams, I don't know. Oh yeah, go Notre Dame. Come on, let's go. Steelers bad offense, and I don't know what their problem is, but they look like a team that's 1-done. So it is a struggle to see here. And again, we've seen it before. I feel like Juju's starting to cause drama in Pittsburgh because he's dancing on other teams' logos. That's disrespectful. I don't care if you dance on other logos. Like Terrell Owens did it. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have done it more than once, but you know what? Terrell Owens was good back then. Terrell Owens was a great receiver. If you dance on the other team's logos, fine. Win games. You're not winning. You want to talk trash? Fine. Win games. I was okay when Richard Sherman talked trash because Richard Sherman was a great player at the time. I don't care that Juju Smith-Schuster is dancing on other team's logos. I care that they're losing. That, to me, is way worse. If you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk. They're not walking the walk right now. And it's a struggle, it's disappointment, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating for Pittsburgh here going forward. They need him to step up. They need him to rise up, and they're not having that. He is a complete disappointment. The entire team. The entire team is disappointed. It's not just Juju. You want to get on Juju, fine. But yeah, I think Ben right now is the worst part of the team. Again, there's other problems. I think Ben right now, his offense in particular, is the worst part of it. That's True Isaac Sports Talk, and I like Richard Sherman. I like Richard Sherman too. Again, I don't really hate guys if they talk a lot. Just win. I hate you when you talk a lot and don't win. Like my biggest problem with Cam Newton back in the day was not that he talked trash when he won. It's that he would go silent when they lost. That's what I hated. You want to talk trash when you win? Okay, fine. But when you lose, take it and man up. And I don't feel like he did that, especially in the Super Bowl. I thought that was a huge problem with him. So, but that was 5 years ago, and Cam has his other problems right now with New England. He has to work hard on the field. Juju and the Wild Outs have to stop driving past. I don't know. Terrell Owens did that, but he isn't even the number one route on his team, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I can't compare Terrell to Juju. I mean, I like Juju, but yeah, he's not Terrell Owens. And yeah, stop dropping passes. Ben is not making a lot of great passes right now, but the passes that he is making, catch them. You can't afford to drop any of Ben's passes right now because a lot of them aren't going to be going your way and a lot of them aren't going to be very good. So, keep that up. All right, so I do want to just tell you guys again one last time the schedule coming forward. Tomorrow, week 16 predictions. That will happen at around noon, so get ready for that. We'll have the week 16 predictions. We will also have tomorrow NBA reactions. So after Nets Bucks, we'll have not a live reaction, but we'll have a post-game show here on the channel. So we'll have that. And we'll also have the after Clippers Lakers, which is about 10 o'clock. Come back, it'll be around 12:30. Come back here. We'll have a live reaction immediately after. We'll break down all the game. We'll break down all the highlights of the game and everything. And we'll talk about what this means going forward for both teams. So keep an eye out for that. And then after that, what else? Wednesday, we'll have a Rutgers reaction. We'll have more NBA reactions on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll have, there'll be no, I don't think there'll be an NFL game on Thursday, but no, there'll be no NFL game. But we'll have another NBA thing. There's no excuse for Juju in the Wild to drop passes. You have to catch passes. I agree. I mean, that's your only job as a receiver. More reactions Thursday, Friday. We have so many things right now planned for the channel. Videos that I'm working on right now. A lot of crazy things that right now we're working on, and I'm able to do it because of you guys and the support that you give me. So thank you guys again for all the support. Yeah, that's it for now. Crazy upset here for Cincinnati as they beat Pittsburgh and continue the wild NFL season that we've had. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content just like this every single week. I'll be back tomorrow, week 16 predictions. And I'm so excited for NBA. I am too, man. And again, we will have it. We will have that reaction there. Let's go Lake Show. Let's beat the Clippers, and we'll have a live reaction after that game. So see you guys then. Take care. God bless. I'll see you guys tomorrow with 3 videos tomorrow. So take care. God bless. Congrats to the Bengals on a huge upset. And